Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. Taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help from the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
A first down loss at 2nd and long from the 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Boy, they get some big yards here on 3rd down, but they're still going to be short, so it'll bring up a 4th down and a big decision for this offense.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
He's going to hand this off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. This drive has now reached the red zone. Ball handed off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play keeps the offense fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Throw for it on 3rd and short. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Can he make it to the marker? That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Caught quickly. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Pass caught, second down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lines that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Locates the tight end, it's complete. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Bryant. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll toss it to the right side. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. By completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got his man in the open field. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Man, for notice everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is a 1st down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They get him down after the completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Receiver makes the catch and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Here's that defense shifting again. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 35-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
We got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got a man down the middle. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's hit as he throws it. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Auburn. This game is far from over. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run. But here, the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line and gets to the quarterback.
He's swarmed by the defense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner will be brought down. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run, the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He'll toss it to the back. Fights off a defender. That run moves the ball across the 35. Here's the second down play. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. He'll hand it off. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
What a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. First and 10 play coming up. Here comes a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The offense sets up for the first and goal. Handoff in a single back formation. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. A solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores. It's fourth down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Coming up, second down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown Tigers. Trying to come all the way back. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. And he pulls in the catch. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
How about this on 1st and goal? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Miles. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Let's it fly to the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Motion now from the tight end. And he'll drop back here on third down. Close to the tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him?
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Auburn offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Roll it. Cricket.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense operating from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs.
4-2 Spiders.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down and goal upcoming.
On the ready. Lasso.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Down 55 feet.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. Bringing it out, it's Miles. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Play action here on 1st down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
It's caught downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double cut.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. They tried for the consolation 2-point try, but this game is over. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.